Hello everyone, I am Arvinder Kaur and I welcome you all to our biology online classes, in which today I am going to illustrate you chapter number 13 of science. The name of the chapter is volume, weight and density. When we buy anything, we need to measure its amount. The amount of everything cannot be measured in the same measure. Some materials are measured by their volume and some others are measured by their weight. When we buy oil, petrol, milk, etc., we measure their amount in liters. But when we buy things like rice, sugar, wheat, etc., we measure them in the amount of kilograms. When we measure anything in kilograms, grams, etc., we measure it by weight. And when we measure anything in liters and milliliters, etc., we measure it by volume. There is a relation between the volume and the weight of the substance. Volume and weight are directly proportional to each other. If one increases, the other also increases. For example, 2 kilograms of sugar will have less volume, but 5 kilograms of sugar will have a greater volume. But two different things of same weight may have different volumes. Let us take another example. For example, Ram bought 1 kilogram of sugar and 1 kilogram of cotton. The weight of sugar and cotton was same, but their volumes were quite different. The volume of cotton was more than that of sugar. In the same way, two things of same volume have different weights. For example, equal volume of sugar and cotton will have different weights. Sugar will have more weight than cotton. Now, our next topic is density. Actually, the weight or volume of a material depends on density, which tells us how closely the molecules in a material are bound together. If molecules in the material are tightly or closely packed, its density will be greater. If they are loosely packed, its density will be lesser. There is a direct relationship between density and weight. The weight of a substance is directly proportional to the density of The density of a substance is greater, its weight will always be greater. Similarly, there is also a relation between density and volume. The volume of a substance is inversely proportional to the density. If density of a substance is greater, the volume will be the lesser. When we divide the weight of a substance by its volume, we get the density of a substance. Let's take a formula of density. Density is equal to weight upon volume. So the weight of the unit volume of an object is known as the density of the object. Remember that density is directly proportional to the weight. Now, our next topic is floating depends on density. We know that many things float in the water while some others do not. They sink. Things like piece of paper, rubber, ball, wood, etc. Float, while stones, iron, etc. sink in water. Why? The reason behind that, the object having more density than water sinks, while the object having less density than the water, then water floats in the water. The density of water is 1 kg per liter. The objects having density more than 1 kg per liter will sink, and the objects having density less than 1 kg per liter will float. Now, our next topic is Archimedes' principle. When you dip a mug in a bucket having water in it, you feel some upward force. This force is called buoyant force or upthrust. This force makes the weight of a thing in water lighter. This reduction in weight is equal to the weight of water displaced by the thing. This principle is known as Archimedes' principle. This principle is responsible for floating a huge ship in water. The ship has such a shape that it displaces a lot of water to make space for itself. The volume of the water displaced by the ship is more than the volume of the ship. That is why the upthrust applied on the ship is high. So the ship floats in water. But an iron ball does not float because it displaces a very little water as compared to its volume. The upthrust is very weak, so the iron ball will sink. Remember, the weight of an object in water is not its real weight. It is apparent weight. The real weight of an object is its weight in the air. The difference between these weights is equal to the upthrust. formula of the upthrust is upthrust is equal to weight of an object in air minus weight of the same object in water. So that's all for today. I hope you have understood this chapter, and the notes of this chapter will be uploaded on School Mitra app. Stay safe, stay healthy.